Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from Launch It Local, and this is our local directory marketing series for those of you who are trying to build a profitable local directory. So here's a question that comes up pretty frequently, which is how to get people or inspire people or motivate people to pay to be featured on your directory, or how to actually monetize your directory overall. So I would say the answer to that question is different. There are two different tracks there, let's say. One is the ideal way to monetize your directory, in my view, is having back-end offers, right? So having a big back-end service or series of services that you offer to your niche neighbors, your professional peers, your local audience, or just to anybody who would be listed on your site. The other question is how to do a micro monetization strategy, which is making money using featured listings or the various ways that one would incentivize members to want to pay to be on your directory. So I think you have to think about these things in both the micro, which is the small incremental payments that you're going to get from your community, versus the macro, which is the big back end idea, your large overarching objective, what you want to accomplish from your community. So to me, always that is having a high-end suite of services that is going to appeal to a small contingent of my community. So if it's 5% or 10% of my audience is going to pay $10,000 a year or more to hire our agency or use our web marketing services, that feels like a great motivator to build the community. If it's just that I'm going to be like struggling to constantly try to get people to see value by paying, $50 a month or $30 a month, and that's my entire approach, that feels like a very fallacious or silly strategy. It feels like a flawed approach because it's very difficult to do that. So let's say, for an example, your featured listings are, people show up higher on the map. They get a special icon on the map. Maybe they are categorized in a special way, like our choice or reader's choice or 5-star recommendations or best of. Let's say they can respond to reviews. Let's say they get priority of place in the results, which we kind of covered already. Let's say they get something like a mention in your newsletter. They get coupons that they can offer to your audience. Let's say the professionals can offer coupons to the public. Let's say they also don't have competitors' coupons on their listings, and that's a premium offer that you can make. So in other words, if you're putting site-wide coupons across the the directory using something like wpcoupons.io, you can actually, some competitors are going to have who pay are going to show up on people who don't pay sidebar. So you can actually use that sort of reverse psychology to facilitate payment. Let's say you use app notifications using something like Mighty Networks, which would be another piece of your community or another area of your directory, using Mighty Networks, which is a great social networking app. Where people who are paying are getting the ability to notify your public audience when they have a special deal or a coupon or an event coming up or, a fire sale kind of, in the moment kind of special, free drinks or whatever. I mean, you can really just use your imagination. The ideas are endless. Using a private masterminding or marketing thing is often a great way of incentivizing people to pay. So this is all micro level stuff. This is not the kind of big picture overarching strategy. Unless you're building many of these sites, this is not the strategy that I recommend, which is, you want to use this, but but understand that it's the micro approach, not the macro approach. All right. So in our next short audio, we're going to cover the macro approach, which is the big end agency offers. Thanks.